In this video, I will be trying to build the 4D coaster in 1 minute, 10 minutes and 1 hour. And oh boy, this one is going to be hard. And the 1 minute goes in now. Okay, I don't have any time to make or change the rotation of the trains. We're just going to do something with it. Okay, of course, we're just going to have a really small chain lift. Maybe we can just... How does this work again? I have not built this in so long. Okay, I'm just going to rotate stuff and see what's going to happen. Okay, I really hope that's going to be smooth. I don't think so. Okay, let's rotate. Keep this rotated. Okay, what do we do now? I want to go back. Can I do that? Probably. Okay, 30 seconds left. 0. Go. Bit to the left. Keep rotating. Okay, then we need to go back on 0 degrees again. Yes, perfect. Reset this again. Oh no, this is terrible. Okay, of course we need brakes. Brakes are not straight. Great, I love that. Okay, normal brakes. Okay, continue the turn. Okay, for a few seconds. Oh god. Okay, we made it. But how did we make it? Oh my god. What is... Okay, this is definitely by far the worst 1 minute coaster I have made. Let's ride it. Okay, let's test the coaster and see how bad this coaster actually is. So once we are at the top, we are going to spin upside down. We are then going backwards, spinning. Okay, let's just say this coaster is... yeah, not good. Just... No time. This coaster is definitely not possible to make in 1 minute. And it is even going to be a challenge to do it in 10 minutes. So let's go. So for the 10 minute coaster, I can actually have a look at what I want to do. Because with the 1 minute coaster, the watch is one big panic. Okay, so first we want to see how many trains or cars we want to have on the coaster. And at this moment it's 6. I think I want to have 1 more. This is probably long enough. Alright, then we want of course a really small piece right here. With maybe a turn. Yeah, why not do a turn? Let's do something different. Then we want the chain lift. But what I want to do with the chain lift is also of course rotate the track. So first we're going to put this on smooth of course. And then we need to sort of rotate this so it's straight. Not exactly straight, but something like this seems to be fine, I hope. Okay, then we are going up the chain lift. I don't want to make this coaster too high because, yeah, we don't have a lot of time. For this layout, I think I'm also just going straight down. No hill right there. We're just going straight down, which will mean the track is going to do some very weird stuff at this point here. And yeah, this is going to be so hard to make. Like, I have built this coaster once and it went terrible. Like, you don't want to know. And what it also is with this coaster, you just have to test it so many times to see if it's actually the right height and see if it works. Because what I'm now doing, I don't know. I cannot tell if it's good or if the rotation is good. If it's maybe it's upside down at the bottom. I just don't know out of my head if it's any good. Half of the build time is just going to be testing the coaster and see if it works. That's why the layout of this one is also going to be probably very short. But as you can see, the trains, yeah, kind of go straight. A little bit more tilted to the back, which is nice. And once we are at the top, we are of course going down. And I really hope you are actually going back. Oh, that's... Okay, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good, but also extremely terrifying at the same moment. Okay, which also means I have to make a turn to the side, otherwise we are of course going to crash in there. So I am going to do something very funky and really hope it's going to work, which it probably isn't. So I'm just going to rotate a little bit back. I don't know what it's now going to do, but we will probably see. And I wanted to rotate more back. So I think you're now on like your back looking up. Or at least I hope that's what's happening. I'm not sure anymore at this point what the coaster is doing now. And then I want to rotate quite a lot. Another turn like this, which might actually need to go a little bit in the ground. I don't know if that's going to fit. Yeah, this definitely has to go a little bit in the ground. And what I'm now going to do with the rotation, I have no clue. We're probably going to be like upside down at this point or something. I don't even know. Okay, and then we want to go down again. Maybe rotate even more. I'm just rotating the track in random things. So what I want to do is probably at a turn or something. And then actually we already want to go back to the brakes because we only have like 5 minutes left. I still need to do all the operations and fix stuff. So yeah, this I'm not going to have enough time to make a full coaster in 10 minutes. But that also makes me very curious what we are going to make for the 1 hour coaster, because then we actually have the time to make everything look good and work. So make sure you watch until the end, because I have the feeling the 1 hour coaster is going to be pretty insane. So if I'm right, at this point you're actually sitting backwards. Then we want to have this on 90 degrees. And again back to 0 degrees, because why not? And I don't know what it's going to do at that point, but it seems cool. I don't even know. And I actually think I can add like one more airtime hill going up here. Make this go maybe 90 degrees. Perfect. Then we want to have this. A random number, I don't know, like a lot of up. This. Go down. And then we want to let it go back to zero. I have the feeling that's not going to work, what I'm now doing. Yeah, there's no way in this world that's going to look good. Okay, then we're just going to add some brakes around there. And then we can just finish it off with the basic editor. Okay, there's no way in this world this coaster is going to go right. Okay, let's delete all of this terrain, because we want, of course, not to hit our heads when we are riding this. Maybe even a little bit lower for this point. That seems alright. And maybe even one for here, because you might actually hit it. Yeah, I think you actually hit it as well. And for the rest, it all seems alright. So what I want to do is actually test it, see if certain points go too fast, or if I actually need to increase the brakes, because I have the feeling I probably have to do that. And see actually how bad this coaster is. And while we're waiting, let's look at some coaster colors. Which one should we do? I think yellow-ish. I'm not sure about this yellow. Maybe yellow with white or something. Ooh, but then the yellow actually needs to be like way more poppy. Okay, well, while we're chasing all of that now, it looks like a McDonald's coaster. So let's have a look at what the coaster is doing. So this is all fine. Then we are being rotated back. Going... Okay. Yeah. What is it doing here? All fine and good until this part. I have the feeling probably the blood is going to your head and the chance of dying is really big. Okay, that's yeah, the thing is, like, you cannot change it really easily without deleting half your coaster. So that's great. Let's also change some of the terrains. Maybe red-ish. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. Maybe this. I don't like these colors actually. Maybe green. Let's do green for once. Ah, that actually looks very cool. And then I also want to have neon green for the trains. Look at look at these colors. But yeah, this point down here where you're going upside down. Yeah, I don't think that's safe. Alright, that's the coaster. We have like 5 seconds left, that's fine. We made this. It's very short. It's definitely not good. Let's ride it. So I hope you guys are all preparing to die on that one part. I'm really curious how that's going to look on the POV. And you are also going through that track that I placed. Great time. Let's go. You already lost your legs when going through that track right there. Okay, we are at the top and then we are going to fall backwards. I can imagine how scary this part is, where you're just staring in the sky, you don't know what's happening. And then you just plummet down, see the ground. And then you have... what is happening? And then you are upside down going over the ground. Oh, that's mental. Oh, and you have another. I think you have actually 3 in the version or so. Oh, actually 4 with this one too. Then you're like going backwards again and rotating back. Okay, well, there are definitely some big flaws with this coaster, especially this part here. And I forgot actually the trains are of course going to the side of the track, so it also goes through this. Okay, but now that we have learned sort of on how to build this coaster wrong, let's try to build it correct in the 1 hour coaster. Okay, and I am planning to make this coaster big, huge, X2, sort of like that. A lot of inspiration is probably going to come from that, because that's just the one that's realistic and I can actually take some inspiration acceleration from, so that's nice. So we are just going to go up quite a lot actually. I think something like this is probably going to be good enough. And then we want to have, of course, the rotation, which is actually going to be quite looking up. I think something like this is good. Alright, and then we are going up a lot. I want to at least go, of course, higher than that coaster, so we have way more speed. This is going to be a really high coaster. Jeez. Okay, so at the top we of course want to change the seat rotation again. So we are actually looking a little bit actually down. So once we are doing that, we want to go straight again. Almost straight, something like this. Yeah, and then we actually want to look more down. Yeah. And then we are going to plummet down to the earth. And what will happen here is that you will look, yeah, pretty straight down. Yeah, oh, that's so scary, guys. That's, oh my god. And then we won't have, of course, the 90 degrees drop. And just look straight down. I don't know, 2 pieces maybe. Then we want to go straight again, where we will rotate further, so we are going to be on our back. If I'm not good at thinking, so that's probably wrong. And then we're going all the way in the ground. All right, just that's huge. All right, let's test it. Of course, we're going to sit on the side, and yeah, this chain lift is also going to take a long time. But as you can see, we're now just like really lying in our chair, which is exactly what I wanted. I wasn't really able to do it on the 10-minute coaster, but yeah, this is already way better. And I am definitely going to change the chain lift speed because it is just extremely slow at this moment, and I wouldn't even be surprised if it didn't make this really small bump there. Okay, so now we are going straight again, and now we are going to slowly look down to the ground. Oh my god, that's... Oh my god. Okay, I need to rotate that actually way earlier. That's wrong. But we got the idea. Okay, guys, let's finish this coaster in the form of a time lapse. Okay, so with around 1 minute left on the clock, I have finished the layout. And as you've seen, I had some cuts in the time lapse because I built this coaster maybe like 2-3 times half, and I just wasn't happy with it. So that's why maybe the time lapse is maybe a little bit weird at some points, but as you can see, I have finished it. It is alright. It still has some flaws, especially in like this last part here where you're just constantly upside down, but I just didn't have the time anymore to fix that. But nonetheless, I am quite happy with this layout. As you can see, I took quite a lot of inspiration from X2 with the layout and how it's all kind of compact. Well, compact. If you look at it, this coaster is like 1/3 of your whole park. That's why I am saying like this coaster is just too big for the game right now, or there need to be more plots, or there needs to change something, because you see I built one and this one is quite compact. You can build way bigger ones. It's just 1/3 of your whole park. It just doesn't fit at the moment, but that doesn't mean we can still make it in 1 hour. So let's do a POV and let's see how we are going to go. This is going to be insane. So of course, up the chain lifts. And this is a pretty long chain lift, as you can see, but we are at the top, and at that moment we will be looking down. I have changed this again a little bit with like how it rotates and stuff, but as you can see, you now look straight down, and when you're almost at the bottom, you just flip really quick. That was a huge pain to make because I constantly had the timing wrong. And then you go sort of upside down behind here, then you have this double inversion, but then you stop and go back to go in sort of a flying modus. I think you can, yeah, call it like that. And then you rotate back into the first block break section. And yeah, then we have this part where I kind of messed up, where you're just constantly going sort of upside down, but at the same time not. And then we have this last inversion, which I personally really like, into the brakes. And as you can see, the other train is also already going up, so the capacity is pretty good of this coaster. But yeah, that's it for today. This was a really challenging video and really challenging coaster to make. This is by far the hardest coaster in the game. Even I cannot make a perfect one. Of course, it's not bad, it's not perfect, it's alright. It still has some flaws. I think if you take more time and even do a lot more practice, you can actually make a good coaster with it. But as I said, it's just too big for the game at the moment. But guys, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe on my channel. And I will say, as always, goodbye.